Hey everyone, Miles J here, and today I'm going to tell you how I deal with real live haters. Rule number 1, I do not put up with any negative sort of activity, any negativity around me. I don't. It is not my job. I'm not responsible for you, how you making yourself feel, how you apparently don't love yourself and you projecting that onto me. That is not my fault, honey. That's yours, boo-boo. So let me tell y'all a story about how I had my own live hater experience. So a while ago, I was in LA hanging out with a couple of new friends, and we had decided that we were going to go to an improv club. So we were excited, we were pumped. Okay, so we went there, and it was like this little room with like these little benches, and we sit down, and I'm getting comfortable, laughing with my friends, and then this guy comes up to me, and he just stands in front of me, and he looks at me for a little bit, and then he says, "Oh, you're a tranny." He did not just call me what I think he just called me, right? And I'm sitting over here thinking about how to get away with murder when my friends just automatically spring into action. And while I'm in shock, they're calling him out. They're saying, no, that is not okay to call somebody that. And I'm like, I have met the best people in the entire world, because my ass, when it did that, I would have just sat there and would have been like, bitch, bye. And that brings me to number 2. If you do have to put up with some bullshit, it's always great to have a nice support system, a good group of friends, parents, teachers, some good friends that'll rise up for you and knock these hoes down a little bit and be like, hey, that wasn't okay. And then after that, my friend turns around to me and says, we can go if you want to. I'm like, no, you know what? No. We gonna sit our ass right down here, fuck him, and we gonna do this improv thing. I'm not gonna let this idiot ruin my night with y'all. This is not, even though he is a mess, we are not gonna deal with him. That's his own problem. I don't have a problem. Let him deal with it. So the show goes on, and would you believe that every time that I went on stage to perform, every time it was over and you could hear the applause, I hear boo. Like, is he serious right now, Jesus? Is he? Is he? Really? So every time that I went up there, he would sit up there and boo me. Every time. But then, get this. The guy who owned this improv place was like, hold up. Why are you booing? And he's just like, because it wasn't good. And everybody consecutively just all turned their head like. And then this director had to go in on this boy because he was just being a completely bad sport and just being an asshole. And he was like, listen, you are not going to come in here and make these people feel uncomfortable. This is a safe place for everybody. And we were all like, yes. And then he came over and critiqued me and then said I did a good job on my improv. Can I get an amen? And everybody gave me a round of applause. And honestly, it was like a real movie like moment. I could have cried at that moment. Like, everybody was applauding. Look at me. I was like, bitch. And number 3, stand your ground. Girl, you don't have to go anywhere. Don't let this fool make you think that you have to get up and go from a safe place to go outside and go back home and to do whatever you're doing, because I've had that mindset for so long, especially when I was in high school and I didn't feel safe in PE. I just wouldn't do anything, and that caused me to fail. And girl, you don't want to fail in your life. You don't want to do that to yourself. So stand your ground. And for all of you haters out there, please, I beg you, please open your eyes, close your thighs, sympathize, empathize, realize that you look like a fucking idiot, and love yourself. Not just for you, but just for everybody else around you, because you can tell when you was stank. Everybody else can tell when you was stank. Like, when you don't love yourself, you give off an odor. And it's like when you don't love yourself and you hate on everybody else. Like, that is stank. That's real stank. That's like the worst kind of ugly, honey. And you don't want to be that. So that is all I have for you guys today. It is like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired out of my mind and I'm gonna go to bed. If you guys have any other ideas or pieces of advice to deal with the haters, please leave them down in the comments down below. I'd be happy to see what you guys have to say. And until then, it has been me, Miles J, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.